Hello, welcome to my humble abode. Today I'm gonna go ahead and share some insights I have on Hello Goodboy, which is an upcoming game that will be releasing on the Nintendo Switch and PC. I talked about it in one of my previous videos, which I'll link in the description below if you'd like to go ahead and check that out. But as a quick summary, Hello Goodboy is a narrative adventure with super cute graphics and wholesome vibes where you wake up confused in an unfamiliar world and piece together the backstory of your doggy companion, help others' souls by doing good deeds, enjoy comfort food, and get a second chance to mend your past life. I had a chance to go ahead and try out this demo, and it is an absolute gem. The best part of this game is the story. It follows an adult who goes to sleep and wakes up as a child in an unknown world without any knowledge of your name or who you were before. All you know is that the place you're in right now is somewhat familiar, and that dog is called Coco. Coco is kind of your guardian angel who will be guiding you through this unknown world and helping you along the way. Previously, Coco was a wolf who is now a good dog. The game repeatedly tells you you're a good kid, and I'm not sure how that ties back into the story, but I really love how the game gives you like little hints about what the overall story of the game is. And as you kind of like gradually go into the game, you learn a little bit more and more about who your friend Coco is and who you are, as well as like what your purpose is. But once you meet Coco, you go to the Grand Hall of Gerudo, where you can go through different doors, and through those different doors you can learn a little bit more about yourself and your friend Coco. But since it was just a demo, my game only had one door, and I went into it and it was absolutely beautiful. After arriving in this new lush land, the first thing I noticed was the music. It was incredibly relaxing, and I think what really helped this game overall is that the soundtrack really complements the gameplay, because although the games are very simple, easy, and the story is engaging, what really helps the player continue to stay engaged is the relaxing music. It really gives you a sense of calm for long periods of time, which adds to the ambience of this game. But after walking around this like lush land, we encounter a porcupine. This porcupine really wanted some love and was looking for a hug, but porcupines are kind of spiky, and we tried our best, but we didn't want to get stabbed, so we said bye. But later on we did come back, so do not worry. As you enter the new area, you find that the entire area is in utter chaos. A bunch of this black liquid called blackwood is on almost everything. The only way that you can clean up this blackwood is by fixing the items around it and hopefully putting it back in place. This is where all the mini games come into play. You can go ahead and put things back together by fixing them. There's this little mailbox which is completely broken, so we as good Samaritans go ahead and fix it with our little toolbox. The game is very simple. You just hold a button and continuously do that until the mailbox is completed and fixed. We do this a couple more times to fix some of the other items in this world. In one situation, there are these two birds, one duck and one chicken, who are trying to cross the road but can't because jaywalking is prohibited and the lights aren't working. So we go ahead and fix the light for them so they can go ahead and cross the road. This minigame was really fun because you went ahead and just kind of like maneuvered all the little tiles around so that it fit correctly. But it's very simple, and a kid could easily play this game as well. Next, you find a little girl named Brua who's crying profusely, and you're not really sure why. But it turns out that the slide in the park is broken and she can't play with it. Thankfully, you have a magical toolbox and you go ahead and fix it up for her. She's a lot happier and invites you to lunch. But before we go ahead and do that, we wanted to go ahead and find a friend that could eat with Brua, because remember that porcupine before? Well, that porcupine needed a friend. So we brought along the porcupine and introduced the porcupine to Brua. They became fast friends. And because Brua was so small, she could easily go ahead and hug the little porcupine. And when I saw that, I was just like, oh, that's so sweet. Because we were helpful, we received a token of appreciation. We returned to the Grand Hall of Gerudo, and Coco reminds us that we still have to be careful because there is an enemy that's lurking about, and the blackwood is spreading around, causing havoc. That's where the demo ends, but so far, I'm really enjoying how this game has been so far. What do you think about the game? Let me know in the comments, and I make a lot of cozy indie game recommendation videos. I also like to do a lot of updates on these games, so if you want to continue hearing about the updates on all these games that I've mentioned, please go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.